This is Katie Hunter from MMA UK. I'm here with your winner, Mason Kinsella. Mason, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Back again.
Back again. Another interview, another win.
Yeah.
Good one to get in the books. Now listen, I know that you've been ill for the whole of fight week. How important was it for you to get him out of there in the first round? What would your gas tank have been like after being so ill for so long?
Yeah, this last couple of days have been absolute hell. As I said in the other interview, I went to plan D, and F, everything after the weight wasn't coming off, and was throwing up and you know everything you can imagine.
Was it a big cut or it just wasn't coming?
Not massively, but it just I was like, for instance, I sat in a sauna, my mate's sauna. It wasn't hot enough, I guess. In loads of layers, sat in there for 2 hours. I lost a kilo. So then I did a bath and towels, and I lost like 0.7 of a kilo.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not even close to tomorrow morning, where it should be my last bit of water, which is going to be harder to get rid of.
Yeah.
The last one before I was meant to leave, I weighed myself. I was 149.7 before I did my last bath and towels. I sat in there for 20 minutes, boiling water in, getting it as hot as possible, like pins and needles. Got into the towels, 25 minutes. Got out, lost 0.7 of a pound.
Yeah.
So
even on your way to weigh-ins, you had 3 pounds left to lose.
I was throwing up. I was throwing up loads. On my mate John Joe. John Joe. I've shouted out loads of people, but he was an absolute like mega star for me. Like, took such good care of me, and his family were really nice, letting me stay at theirs and try and cut weight at theirs, because he had a sauna, but obviously that didn't work, so we had to go to all the backup plans. And yeah, he was like, I was quite worried. Like, I thought you might actually need to go to the hospital and like recall this.
How close were you to pulling out of the fight?
The weigh-ins, I was gonna. Every bit was just like, I've come this far. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give up now. I got to the venue, emptied my bowels, and I stepped on the scale. I thought, I'm going to be overweight anyways, and he said I was 146. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Tried to drink, straight away threw up. So I had to really take my time replenishing. 2 o'clock in the morning, threw up.
This is last night?
This is last night. This is this morning. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock, threw up. Didn't really sleep the whole way through that.
Even seeing you earlier before your fight, I was thinking, this isn't the mindset that somebody, like, so many things that you're worried about that aren't to do with the fight, but to do with how it could affect your performance.
Yeah, it's weight cuttings. I really think it needs to get. I just find it really silly. What are we doing it for? Why are we pretending to be a lower weight? Like.
So are you considering a move to lightweight?
No. Those boys are big, man.
Yeah.
I'm not even cutting that much weight, and I'm just going to get a proper dietitian and get it all really sorted out. There must have been something in my system that was holding on to the water.
Yeah.
My muscles weren't too drained. It was my face and my organs after throwing up so much, I think, that was really killing me. But my muscles, I think there was still water in there that I could have got rid of if something wasn't holding on to it. My elbow kills.
So if you were a battery, what percentage would you say you were on when you were in the octagon?
I'd say about 55, 60. I felt like sleeping before getting in there. I had to have Jez, my coach, slap me around the face about 20. I'm not joking. I was like, slap me.
I'm sure you enjoyed that.
He slapped. I kind of weirdly like it, and not in a sexual way. Don't make it weird. But yeah, he slaps me a little bit, and then I'm like harder. And he goes, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, okay. Well, that wake me up, and I had him do that a few times because I was just. It was just difficult. Do you know what I mean? There's John Joe. John Joe, come here. Come here.
But when you were in there, it didn't last long. Was it important to you to make sure that you got it done early?
I think, listen, I'm never going to give up in there. I said to myself before, like, I feel tired, I feel like going to sleep, but if I get tired, I get tired, and I'm still going to fight. Just say thanks to my sponsors before John Joe comes in. I've got BKK, GB Chelmsford, 7th tier, Ty Bassimo, got Farouk, S7 Development, Business Development, get your businesses sorted out. Melrose Partners, Bob. Got Advocate, Architectural Glazing. Need some glazing on your windows, call up Charlie. Got Lloyd down here, Wolfman, he's got some moisturiser. And got Dean Bailey's missus. John Joe, come in here. Listen, this geezer.
So fucking proud of you, brother.
Thank you, mate.
So proud of you, brother.
This is the guy, I went round his house to do a sauna, and I think because it was freezing outside, the sauna wasn't getting hot enough. and it just went from bad. How bad was it, mate?
It was bad. I've never, like, the mental strength from this boy is unbelievable. He is so determined, so willing, so, like, he's so capable of anything. Honestly, I have my full belief behind him. Like, he has my full backing. He is incredible. Like, the mindset of this boy is incredible. Like, he's going to go a long way, man. I'm so proud of him.
And how did you feel, like, watching what he was going through? Did you think that he should pull out of the fight? Or?
No, of course not. No, I know him, and I know that his mental ability is more than capable of achieving what he's achieved tonight and this evening, and he'll go on to achieve this again. And yeah, I have 100% belief in him, and yeah, I've never seen dedication like it. He inspires me. Like, my own personal growth is growing because of him. Like, he's amazing.
This guy is a beast in jiu-jitsu. He fucks me up. He fucks me up. This guy's a beast.
Give me a gi and I'll be all right. But seriously, I'm so proud of him. Incredible performance, and yeah, he should be so proud of himself.
Thank you, mate.
You're amazing, mate.
We talked last time about your mindset and how you train and how focused you are and everything like that. I guess that, you know, that kind of dedication just is what gets you through adversity like this.
Yeah, I mean, I pride myself on being determined. You know, we all have bad days. We all have days where it's difficult, but you just got to pull yourself together. And you know, I always say to myself, like, my dad is a very proud man. Yeah, cheers, Jez. He's calling me a wanker. That's my coach for you.
Yeah.
It's terrible. What was I saying? Fuck you, Jez.
Your determination and your dad.
My dad, he's a very proud man, and he's stubborn, and it's good and bad, but I've taken a lot of that stubbornness. I'd like to think I've reworked it to make it more usable. He's going to hate me for saying that. But I'm stubborn in the best ways, I think. You know, as I say, bad days, good days, you know, I'm going to try and turn up. And as I say, like, yeah, to be honest, it's every time I'm just trying to make improvements. Every time I'm just trying to figure out how to be a better me, better fighter. Better person, better teammate, better coach. You know, I teach. So yeah.
I think fights like this, you know, like, they add to your experience, and you know, it's something to take with you into the future and know that you've felt like this before. And
100%. It's all experience. You know, I've had some fights in kickboxing. I've had these fights. Now I'm 3-0, which is really awesome. And it's all experience, and I love it. Like, it's weird, like, I'm going into the cage and I'm thinking, like, I am getting used to it a lot.
yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes I was alright, sometimes I was really nervous, sometimes it goes up and down throughout the day, but I've gone in there today, and like, as I was sort of walking out, I was like, I know I'm not my best right now, but I'm still feeling the energy.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at it
Were
like,
you confident you were going to get the win?
yeah, I mean, I hadn't seen much of him.
Yeah.
I'd seen little bits, and the stuff I looked at, I was like, his striking looks relatively simple to me. My head's really in the game, and I don't mean that any disrespect to my opponent. But you know what? He impressed me with his distance control and that leaning back hook. His first fight was unfortunately very short, and so
Didn't have a lot of
it's easy for me to go, oh, he's crap. Oh my god, my elbow. But he's not, and I know he's not. And I'd liked him, like, how do I say this in a nice way? Like, I'm serious about fighting, like, really serious. Most of these guys, this is an amazing show, and even with that, a lot of these guys have full-time jobs and they can only train a couple hours in the evening. I'm very lucky, and I'll say it all the time, I'm so grateful and so lucky that I have people around me who can support me, who allow me to do this like a full-time job and treat it super seriously. Do you know what I mean? Everyone in the gym, everyone around me is like, you are an athlete, you're trying to be a professional fighter, and you will be, and so we have to treat you like a professional fighter, we have to, you know, we have to hold you to these standards and all this sort of stuff. And so, shut up, man. Cheers. Shut up! I have to treat myself seriously, do you know what I mean? And so, you know, guys like my opponent tonight probably has a job, do you know what I mean? He probably, you know what I mean? He's an amateur fighter. I'm a professional fighter fighting at amateur. That's how I see it. And I try to be as professional as possible. My weight cut was not very professional. I made weight, but it was. That's something I need to really get down to a T. Just anyone else I'm trying to remember. William Wayland, powering through. Thank you for all your help. My strength and conditioning. You know, I don't know if you saw, but I felt like I was pretty big this time. I'm getting stronger, getting bigger. I damaged my MCL about 4 weeks ago. Rolling with John Joe actually, doing some wrestling, and my knee went bang. I literally thought that was the end of my career. I was screaming like I'd been shot, and I was like, that's it. I screamed out, that's it, that's my career. I felt like a firecracker went off inside my knee, and I thought my whole knee was blown to shit. Luckily, a few minutes later, I'm like, okay, I can still extend it, I can still bend it, I can walk. Limping. I was limping for a few days. I wasn't doing any kicking, any wrestling for a few weeks. Yeah. It was really hard, and as I say, I've been through hell and back. Like, I don't care what anyone's, you know, I'm sure people have been through hard stuff, but I'm not letting anyone take this away from me. I really went through hell for this fight, and that's why today, when I was like feeling terrible, I was like, again, I've come this far, so I'm gonna fight. And you know, it worked out. So that's.
And the elbow? How's the elbow?
I don't know, we'll find out. It's a bit achy, but you know what I mean? You feel fine, and then adrenaline wears off and you're like, oh, that hurts. Yeah. But it'll probably be fine.
So is there any celebrating to be done after this fight, or are you still feeling rough and like I just want to sleep?
I feel a bit better, but I'm still probably going to go home and do nothing. I'm really boring for the most part. Don't go out, don't drink, don't do drugs. Jez, come in here. Yes, come on. Jez, come in here. You Jez! Oh, he's such... So he'll shout at me, he'll heckle me, he'll heckle me the whole time. When I say come in here, he won't do it.
We'll just give Jez Lord a shout out instead.
Jez Lord, absolute legend. He's been with me since the beginning. He's been heckling me the whole bloody interview, as he would. I love him to bits. He's like a dad. He's like a best friend. You know, he's like an abusive boyfriend because he just slaps the shit out of you. Jez is hilarious, you know what I mean? It's like you do something that you should do, like, oh, I want to take today off. He's like, you pussy. And then you try and train through, like, trying to be tough. And he's like, what are you doing? You're a professional fighter, act like it. It's like, oh my God, Jez. He's just a nightmare. He's just a wind-up merchant all day, every day. But love him to bits, mate. So, yeah, really happy. Well done to Ethan as well. He done well. Well done to Danny. I didn't get to see much of the fight. I saw some bits. He looked really good, but I don't know what exactly happened. But obviously, well done to him. You know, getting out there and fighting. Again, he's just a guy who's just going to get better and better, and he's a guy who's got no. He's
never in a boring fight.
No, mate.
He looks phenomenal.
He comes to fight and comes to kill. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, he's just got to learn to be a little bit. I'm not going to coach him, but it's experience. He'll all the things that I feel like he's shaky on is just literally just getting in there and doing it and time on the mat. He's been doing MMA like less than a year. Do you know what I mean? He's used to do kickboxing, but it's a different ball game. The takedowns, it changes it a lot. And
I actually thought that his submission attempts off his back were like I felt like his
When I first started training with him, like his grappling was sus. Like it was a bit like you know, I was worried about it. But mate, like nowadays, I can't take the geezer down. He is an absolute beast. And again, just going to get better and better. And he's got power. He's a scary bloke. Can you believe he's like 21?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you not know that? I know. He looks like he's going through a divorce, doesn't he? But he's 21 years old with tattoos. He's a beast, mate. And I wish everyone at the gym luck. All right, I'll call it a day. Sorry, we're just having fun. Sorry. Yeah, let's call it a day, I think.
Amazing. Have a brilliant evening. Enjoy. I don't think you will be celebrating, but enjoy your moment.
I'll celebrate, but just at home with a Coke or something. That's my celebration. Thank you very much.